Great to have you along today. A person who I'm becoming friends with, as well as a frequent contributor to the program, Jim Mish, is the CEO of a company called 22nd Century, which creates something called low reduction tobacco. Now, they have been dubbed by the FDA as the product, and they are required to put in their packaging, helps you smoke less. I would say that is a win at that point. Jim, once again, great to have you on, pal. And you guys keep on marching down the field, buddy.
Great to be back, guys. Good to see you.
So give us an update. You guys are what's called agricultural biotechnology firm. You are leading the league here in reduced nicotine tobacco. You have come on the heels of a huge ad campaign from the FDA in January that's trying to get the rest of the country to stop smoking. So talk about where you are in the game again, because every time we talk to you, you're moving a little further towards success. And starting with the first time we talked to you, you weren't on the shelves yet. Now you're on the shelves.
Yeah, no, as you said, we're marching right down the field. Every week is something new and exciting, and we've been on the shelves now for a little over 2 months. In the pilot rollout in Chicago Metro, about 160 Circle K stores. And as we continue to say publicly, we're exceeding expectations on both the menthol version of VLN and the regular version of VLN. In fact, the menthol version it continues to outpace the menthol regular cigarettes in the marketplace. So we're thrilled about the results to date. We're looking at the acceleration of the national rollout with Circle K and other convenience stores sooner rather than later, probably over the next few months, which is ahead of schedule. And the consumer feedback, both on the experience, how it tastes, how it smokes, and the repeat purchases are looking very promising. So we're excited about that. And it continues to get reinforced by, the FDA is now moving forward with a menthol mandate, proposed rulemaking. The first comment period is just about to be closed out. They're moving aggressively with that. And any day now, we're actually expecting an announcement from the Biden administration on the proposed plan to reduce all cigarette nicotine levels down to what they call minimally or non-addictive levels, which happens to be 95% less nicotine, and which happens to be the precise amount that the VLN and our modified risk tobacco product is lined up for. So everything for us is, marching down the field and supported by FDA and now very likely the Biden administration as well.
So here's my question for you. As you're showing that nicotine chart, it's almost like whack-a-mole with trying to get people to quit smoking. They quit smoking cigarettes, and they move over to chewing tobacco or something else. I got to ask you, is there, as far as the market goes, are you better off staying in this lane of combustible? Or is there a possibility to go into the chew market, I guess is what they would call it, right?
Yeah, no, we've looked at all the vehicles. We want to get momentum building on the combustible first and foremost, because that's the legacy of the business, and that's where we're far enough along. But yeah, the tobacco itself, the low nicotine tobacco, we can strategically license to groups that are already in that business versus putting out our own brand or put our own brand of that packet or chew tobacco, as you said, out in the marketplace. So we're not ignoring anything, but we're really laser focused on making sure this pilot concludes successfully, which we have high aspirations on, and getting it into the hands of consumers nationally as quickly as possible.
And any resistance at all from the sales standpoint, Jim, with respect to stores and such, as you guys are approaching with your sales force? It's got to raise eyebrows in a positive way, right?
Yeah, look, the convenience stores sell most, 90% plus of cigarettes are sold through convenience stores in the U.S., and then the rest of it is retail pharmacies. The interest of all consumer convenience stores has been exceptional. They view this as something that could be positive imagery for them. They know it can be very profitable. And getting shelf space, which is typically extremely difficult if you're just launching a regular cigarette SKU, has been quite straightforward for us. So we've gotten the shelf space in these strategic partnerships led by Circle K. So no, the pushback hasn't been there, and the consumer uptake has been immediate. And the chatter going on across the country through relatives and friends and we're picking it up in different cities that we haven't even launched in yet. So that's pretty exciting for us.
So Jim, I know you're a CEO of a publicly traded company, and you can only tell us so much that everybody gets to know at the same time. But over the next 18 months, are there new products afoot? Or are we just concentrating on distribution? Obviously, this menthol thing is reaching headwinds where they want to outlaw menthol anything. Where do you stand on any of those things?
Yeah, again, we're watching the momentum build with the menthol ban through the FDA's actions they've already taken. We believe that'll play out relatively quickly in the marketplace. Again, this predicted Biden administration announcement on nicotine will perhaps move slower, but it's certainly going to be going in that direction and this type of technology. But in the meantime, we're focused on VLN itself, but we also have different strains of tobacco with equally low levels of nicotine, and we can start to make blends, what we call the VLN 2.0, which will be launching in about 12 months. It's different blends, different flavor profiles, all very good, all premium style. But that'll give us additional menthol and regular SKUs into the marketplace roughly by this time next year. And we're focused on international rollouts. We're in Korea. There's a handful of other countries we're moving on very quickly. Then the rest of the world opens up as we transfer the FDA dossier over to countries like Germany, the UK, Canada, et cetera. So there's a whole sequence of ramp up here. And we're just in the early stages of it, but it's coming together very nicely for us.
Well, once again, congratulations on your great success. Obviously, you're doing something great for the world with your company. Did I mention what a rock star he is? Jim Mish. I put a little thing via text. Say, hey man, I got this thing I'm running for called LLS Leukemia Lymphoma Society Man of the Year. Can you guys kick anything down? He goes, yeah, I'll give you not $100, not $150, $150,000 donation. From that
Our
guy.
pleasure.
Thank you, buddy.
To support you, Solid.
Thank you, pal.
That's awesome.
See you soon. Jim Mish, 22nd Century Group. XXII is their stock symbol. We'll see you next time.